Onigashima. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Jimmy, and today we have chapter 1103, and holy shit, such a good chapter.
This one
I
was
actually,
incredible.
surprisingly, think I might like it better than the last chapter.
It's tough because I feel like it's almost a continue. It's just such a fluid continuation.
It's a
The
two-part
last one, it's
chapter.
like a two-parter. Yeah. We pick up right where we left off with Bonnie. In the however 2 hours ago flashback or whatever, and talking to Vegapunk. And just the sweetest moment at the beginning where we learn that no, Vegapunk is not evil, or at least he wasn't in this situation. But
So,
you know,
I think this Vegapunk is no longer evil. I think that's what we're seeing through York, is he was able to purge, like, those devious thoughts he
Right.
used to have.
right,
And I think
right.
this kind of proves it, and, like, Bonnie forgiving him, like, kind of shows that.
That's true.
But
I like the Vegapunk story of coming out of the like he used to work with Judge and Queen and Caesar, who had a very dark approach, and I feel like this is a good progression for him to like show us how what he's doing has affected somebody else that's important in the story in Bonnie. So like clearly,
yeah, his actions have repercussions that he has to now, like, he's being more aware of, which I'm sure he knew about before, but like seeing it happen to like a child like this that's just been put through like the ringer, like, it just sucks. But I do like that he gave her the sapphire crystal necklace, or I guess that Kuma gave it to him to give to her, because I just think it's like a really cute gesture from Kuma.
Yeah. No, he best father. Like this guy really did the most. He really tried his best. Speaking of Kuma, like so we flash back forward, and we're back to the shoot Bonnie in the head thing.
Yeah. Yikes. What a place to leave off on.
Yeah, for real. So we're back with the cliffhanger, and all this tea starts getting spilled by Saturn. But before that, really quick, I wanted to just mention, it seems that people around the world already know kind of about this incident, and I'm like confused as to like how that's getting out like right now. I guess it's like by the hour or whatever, because like people are holding newspapers in one of these
Dude,
panels.
Big News Morgan works fast.
Does he? Is it that fast? Because it's like,
well, I think this
hours.
happened like over a day basically. So like, I mean, I guess he is that fast. Like his birds can travel the entire world.
I know, but damn,
Big
man.
News Morgan's top tier.
Yeah, holy shit.
But also, it's crazy like how many people like Saturn like is immobilizing right now. Like all the Vegapunks can't move. Sanji can't move is a big one.
Yeah.
So it's like, the one thing I want to talk about is like who's moving to give Luffy this food that he clearly needs and gets.
Or is it like is this an AOE effect attack? I would assume so. Like Saturn's thing that he's doing to like push them all down, but like.
You think he has to be consciously pushing each person down, so if he doesn't know someone's there,
maybe he's
like not
maybe
working.
That's why he takes himself to such a high standard. It's just like he knows that he's able to do that kind of shit. Maybe, I don't know. Like, but I would assume it's more of an AOE, but who knows? Like somebody just like flew under the radar. I think
my thoughts are it's Caribou.
Caribou. Oh my god.
So,
all right.
Think about it. We haven't seen him all arc. And this happened in Wano also, and he was literally just a walking refrigerator for Luffy. He brought Luffy food, and then Luffy went and fought Kaido again. He's gonna do the same thing again here. The problem with Kizaru is, yeah, he's definitely fast enough to do this and be undetected and stuff.
Yeah.
But how is he gonna get all that food that fast?
His fucking
Like,
speed of light.
But from where? All the food comes from Vegapunk's machines, and it has to produce food. Caribou number one.
I'm sure there's other food on the island that he could have gotten. But
I do agree it's probably Kizaru.
I mean, he's there. Dude, if it's Caribou, like, hats off to you. Cause I don't think anybody's expecting this is Caribou right now.
That's because everyone's forgot about him. Remember, he's still on this island somewhere.
He is. Speaking of people coming to the island, we called it. He's on his way. Well, he's not just on his way.
Well, he's here.
He's here.
He's all might. He is here.
He is, dude. Kuma's entrance is unforgettable, and I kind of want to skip to the end real quick, cause the suspense is killing me for this next chapter. Is this punch gonna land?
I think it's gonna land. Look how Saturn's sweating there.
He is sweating.
Like Kuma's coming at him. There's no way Oda's is gonna
But then
make.
why didn't they
Kuma
just
miss
show
that
us
punch.
this here? Why
Oda does that sometimes, where he ends on like the dramatic moment of what's gonna happen instead of like it happening.
But isn't Luffy gonna get back up and be the one to beat Saturn? Like, do you think that after what?
Well, okay, look,
what we
I
just see
think
now,
Saturn's gonna get punched and he's gonna get hurt, but I don't think he's gonna go down.
No, he's probably not gonna go down.
I think it's gonna
obviously.
immobilize him for a minute so that they can kind of get out of there and Luffy can get back up.
Yeah, and then they can like strategize against him or whatever.
Yeah, but this moment at the end was a powerful moment. Like Bonnie cutting from "I think I'd be better off dead." Like hearing that from like what, a 12-year-old girl, that's like depressing. Like damn. And then Kuma still being there and being like that protective shield for her to the very end, even though he's literally unconscious. This is all off instinct, like we were talking about before.
No, 100%. It's an incredible movie. Like
this is like an "I want to live" moment to me.
Oh
like,
yeah.
This is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he came. Like, dude, I am so happy that Kuma's here now, and I can't wait to see what he does to Saturn. Like, I'm sure he's gonna go around and like punch the shit out of him, and then like the fight's gonna like start. Like, this is like the inciting moment, you know?
Oh yeah, this arc is about to climax. We're having the incident now.
Yeah.
But another thing I wanted to talk about is just Bonnie's powers in this chapter. Like, this guy clearly lays it out for us. Saturn's like, oh, here we go. You, depending on how much hope you have and how much you actually believe it, that's how like real your future can be. But as you lose hope and as you lose like power, like your powers become less powerful. So one of the things though that I think this is also like inciting is the hint that the Gorosei could have a like Law's powers used on him, the Ope Ope surgery, because maybe the reason she also couldn't turn him and age him down is because he's already like he's never gonna die, right? There's no aging for him. He's eternally at whatever age he got the surgery at. So as she loses hope, noticing that, like maybe that's why her other powers don't start working too, because she does go into the Nika future for a bit at first.
Yeah, and then he suppresses her and tells her all this shit, and then like she decides like she gives up hope like right there in that moment.
Yeah.
Because of that, like I don't know if it's anything else. Like I don't know if it's like, oh, I realize like you're immortal and I'm never gonna win, more than just like look at all this.
No,
shit.
not that
like,
he's immortal, but like just losing hope that her powers don't work on him.
Yeah, it's like both. It's that on top of like all the Kuma stuff that she's remembering, and you know, he's like talking shit about Kuma right to her face. Like he's like, "Fuck your daddy." Like he hates. This guy's like a real piece of shit. He like.
I think this is like the worst villain we've had in One Piece.
Like he said, look at it from my perspective. Do you comprehend the feelings of the insects you step on? Of course not. Like dude had this plan from the beginning. Like even Vegapunk, like he was like. Vegapunk was like, you can't do this, like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, dude, shut up. You're an insect
like,
too.
I can do whatever the fuck I want,
like,
bro.
He's like, you're also
You
bad.
scientists are hired. Get out of here. You're
So,
on commission, bro.
Yeah. Kuma, like coming down at the end here is also like insane. Like the run he makes all the way there, like off the shore of the island. Like he's fast.
He gets hit by everything.
Dude. He gets hit by
everything.
Yeah. He's just going right through it. You can tell, like, I know this is probably going to be, like, the strongest we've ever seen Kuma, because we really haven't seen Kuma go all out, but, like, dude, that panel at the end looks like all out to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else you can call it. There's no other reason Kuma would want to hit anyone more than Saturn. Like, this guy has ruined his life over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that we also now know that he forcibly, like, I mean, we all assumed it, that he was the reason for the sapphire crystals, but he confirmed it in this chapter. He was like, yeah, your mom was just an experiment.
Real piece of shit. Yeah, for sure. I think that if he doesn't go down like Takuma, I would like to see maybe like a team up. The thing is, like, I still think Kuma's gonna die.
I still think Kuma's gonna die also, I agree.
So I think this is just more fuel for the fire that I think Bonnie's gonna join the crew or whatever. But you know, where do we go from here
I
as
think
far as
one thing that
I-
I'm curious about from last chapter too is what's gonna happen to Kuma's memories. Like I know it disappeared, like because Bonnie touched it, but Vegapunk was able to access them, so he probably
well,
has
he
like
was
a
just
saved
probing
version.
them. Yeah, maybe, but he was saying specifically that he like had a tool to like probe it without like popping it, basically.
Yeah, and you don't
But-
think if he saw the memories and was able to do
Use
that,
video
that he would
recording.
download like a USB with that shit?
Yeah,
Like,
probably. I'm just saying like that might be.
I feel like we could get, and I think I mentioned this before, all the pacifistas getting Kuma's memories
Mhm.
and being like more Kumas than there ever was and actually fighting for peace. I think it'd be a nice twist at the end.
If
I don't even necessarily
if
know
all
if
the
it-
pacifistas flip. I don't know.
I like
I don't know
think
if that's
about like
happening. I feel like the
I-
government does
well,
not have
I
enough.
don't know. I don't think right now they might not, but I think in the future they could, where they basically like they go back to the real meaning of what Kuma intended, because they were able to like just instill hope into everybody,
Yeah, maybe
like
there's,
through
like, a
Luffy and through
command
Joe Boy.
thing. Yeah. One thing that we also haven't solved on this arc yet is the big robot.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. I just still don't know where it's gonna come into place.
Yeah. Like I feel like maybe it'll awaken if it like sees the Nika form, or like I feel like it's gonna have to do something with like
Well,
Luffy
that's
getting
what
up
we've
here.
seen before, but like he's awakened, but at what point? Like with Nika, but Luffy was fighting as Nika before.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's the trigger, but I feel like it has to be the obvious one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is the Iron Giant gonna come now and save Kuma and Bonnie? Was he the one giving Luffy food? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Like,
Or about that.
it could be, totally could be. Anything's possible. Well, I guess we'll see in the next chapter. So we also got this chapter like mad early.
Yeah.
I did not expect this chapter to come out. Honestly, like, when
It- The holiday season, the breaks and stuff are always wonky. So
well, I guess
I'm not
this was-
complaining though. I like chapters early.
Yeah. First of 2024, I guess, or last of 2023, whatever you want to call it.
However you want to look at it.
Is there a break next week? I don't even know.
Yeah, I honestly don't know when the next chapter is. I think it's like next week,
We'll
but
see.
we'll see.
But in the meantime,
Overall, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, infinity out of 10 chapter.
I agree, infinity out of 10. And in the meantime, we're about to go. We gotta hop over to this next video because we're cooking something
Top
spicy.
30.
Going for some top 30s indeed. So, like, comment, subscribe. It was fun seeing y'all. Fight us in the comments.
Yeah, peace out and fight us as usual.